Like, I remember as a child being on my parents' boat.
Brittany Orlando knows what's possible here.
And I remember it being boat after boat after boat on both sides of the river.
Now she's trying to bring that energy back with some island flavor.
We go rain or shine. Rain or shine, it's tiki time. That's our motto.
Her passengers come for birthdays, weddings, and corporate events.
90% of our customers are here to celebrate a milestone in life, and to be a part of that is just pretty awesome.
And Brittany is their guide as the river twists and turns.
That used to be trees, just trees, when we first started in 2020.
Where recreation meets industrial might, but so much of the scenery is empty buildings and crumbling concrete.
What are we gonna do with all this land? There's just so much potential, and I feel like all of our space here is underutilized.
Now workers are moving dirt for a project that will change this view. A new practice facility for the Cavs and a sports medicine center. The first piece of a $3.5 billion plan for 35 acres behind Tower City.
How long did it take you to get a handle on what you were looking at?
I think I'm still getting a handle on what we're looking at.
I recently walked the site with Deb Janik, who works for Bedrock, the real estate arm of Cavs owner Dan Gilbert's family of companies.
Our master plan envisions reclaiming the river for public space.
With walking paths, a kayak launch, and an amphitheater. And much easier ways to get here from the center of downtown.
You really start to appreciate the fact that this is a 100-foot drop. And when you think about that overall, you're talking about 10 stories minimum that we're trying to navigate.
Rethinking roads and a layer cake of parking in between.
We're sitting at the bottom of the bowl, and we need to get to that city on the hill.
The city is making an unprecedented public investment here, possibly $1 billion over 45 years.
What's the return on investment the city is expecting?
Yeah, the return on investment that the city is expecting is huge.
I met up with Jessica Trivisano, a senior city official focused on this site.
We expect the tax benefits to way outweigh the cost of the project.
We talked about how City Hall is looking at the math.
The partnership between Bedrock and the city of Cleveland is what's going to make this really huge project possible. Without that partnership from either of us, I don't think that this could ever happen.
Basically, Bedrock will get some of the new property taxes from growth. That's 2 buckets of money. One for public infrastructure, like new bulkheads, roads, and parks. Another for buildings, including apartments, offices, and a hotel.
Not only is it a transformational economic development project, it is also by far the most ambitious community benefits agreement that the city has seen to date.
Now, Bedrock made a few big commitments to Cleveland, such as building affordable housing in and near downtown, putting $15 million toward other city neighborhoods, and supporting and hiring minority-owned businesses.
Any Clevelander who wants to call this neighborhood home will be able to call this neighborhood home.
A vision that's still going to take years, maybe decades, to realize.
While I'm still around, while the boats are still operating, while people are still interested in tiki boats.
For Brittany, change can't come soon enough.
Walkways, fountains, splash pads, bike paths, parks, benches, the whole nine.
And more of what her customers are looking for.
People want to be seen, so it's like anything where you get the woohoo, look at me effect.
In Cleveland,
More foot traffic, more woohoo effect.
Michelle Jarbo, News 5.
Cavs' new complex scheduled to open in 2027. It'll be called the Cleveland Clinic Global Peak Performance Center. It'll be one of the largest buildings of its kind.